Alright guys, so this might be an incredibly short video, and I can tell you right now, we're gonna start getting into the good stuff, disabling certain endpoints by certain roles and stuff like that in the next video. But for right now, let's just get our post collection created. And so with that, let's Control C out of our application and then LB model post. And now, while we're thinking about a post, we know of a few properties that we're going to need right off the bat. So post, custom plural, let's leave that. Let's leave it to common. The first it's going to need is title. It's going to be a string. Not required, default, let's leave blank. The second one is going to be slug. It's also going to be a string. Now, we're also going to need the content for it. So, we are going to integrate in our React admin area that we build out a content editor. So like a what you see is what you get editor, where you can format all the data, and that's going to be stored in MongoDB as a regular string. And now we're going to want some information about like created at. We're going to set this to a date. And I'm trying to think of any others that we might need. And I think that's it for now. I think this is safe to leave this here. Now, what we're going to need to do is assign a type of ownership to these posts. And so we're going to open up our Visual Studio Code, and we're going to come up to the post.json, and we're going to double click this, and we're going to set some relations here. So the first is going to be user, and type is going to be belongs to. Model is going to be user, all lowercase. And then foreign key is going to be, should automatically determine it, but we're going to set it to user ID. And then we're also going to attach it to a profile. So when you upload a post, it's going to be tied to your profile, which is going to be publicly accessible. So this relation is going to help tie, we're going to be able to have profiles where you can see all the posts made by a specific person. So the type for profile is going to be belongs to. Model is going to be our profile model. And foreign key is going to be profile ID. And let's save this. Now under user.json, now we'll have to also relate the user to has many posts. So under custom access token, let's go ahead and add post. Type is going to be has many. Model is going to be post. And we're going to specify foreign key. We're going to leave it blank because it's a has many relation. And then we can actually copy this bit right here and go into our profile.json. And under user, we're going to add a comma and then just paste that right there and save. Now this is all rigged up to tie relations to posts and profiles. And if I run npm start, what we're going to do is refresh the Explorer, and we'll see post is now available, and we can actually post to this collection now, which, I mean, it says token set here, but where we restarted the app, it should actually be logged out. Sometimes the Explorer doesn't update automatically. So actually, no, we're using MongoDB now. That's right. So yeah, this should be persistent. What we're going to need to do is actually talk about roles. So we don't want just anybody able to jump in here and, add posts. If anything, we could limit it down to administrators, or we can, like in WordPress, you have different roles for users. So when you add a new user to your WordPress site, you can specify the role as a subscriber, an editor, or like editor author, I think, or an admin. And the difference is really permissions. So an admin can do anything. An editor or author on a WordPress site can post content, and a subscriber can view the content. So we're going to talk about roles and role mapping and permissions all in the next video. So let's get to that.